I'm Davey.
I'm Misty.
DMWATS.
Unscripted.
Unedited.
Unapologetic.
Let's get it. What's going on, everybody? I'm Davey.
I'm Misty.
And you guys, welcome to a very special.
He just licked me.
I licked her face. And yeah, I got no quarrels with that.
For the 100th episode, he decides to lick me.
If you guys haven't, say it's our 100th episode.
Took me 100 tries, but I finally
Right.
got him to do it.
On it, yeah, that's what it was. On the 100th episode, I decided to lick my wife's face.
God.
Boom.
So, on tonight's episode, he wants to be killed.
Yay, whatever. I mean, go out with a bang. I'm not going anywhere, but still, it's a 100th episode.
What a bag.
Hey,
He just licked my face.
you guys. Okay, so I licked my wife's face. That happens. But this is our 100th episode, baby. 100.
I'm so glad, honey.
100
That's
episode.
amazing.
If you're not watching on YouTube, there's
You're
my wife.
wrong.
My wife is
Very annoyed.
yeah, and like kind of hid me because of me licking her face thing. I don't think she sees
I
anything
don't
wrong
like
with it.
it. I don't like my face licked.
Yeah, but I love you.
I love you more. But I don't
Yeah,
like. Don't
nothing
lick
wrong
my
with kisses.
face.
How's that?
No, that's fine.
Okay, kisses
Don't
fine.
lick
but-
my face.
But hey, guys, welcome to a 100 episode of DMWATS podcast. As usual, DMWATSpodcast.com is where you guys can find us. Or you can find us on all the other streaming services
Oh,
too.
I gotta.
Yeah.
I checked out.
I did-
Don't lick my face.
Yeah, clearly. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see all the extravagant expletives and pointing and other stuff that's happening here. So find us on all those. Doge, we're still about it. AMC was still about it. And of course, we're about that Sheba. Sheba. To the
And
moon.
we're also about Sheba Elon.
Dogelon.
Or Dogelon.
Dogelon.
Sorry.
Dogelon Mars. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Is it Dogelon Mars? Or something, whatever it is. Yeah, we're about that too.
Satama.
And Satama. Yeah, we're in the Satama stuff. I feel like every other episode that we talk about is like I feel like we got to add that we are not financial advisors.
If they don't know that by the
Yeah,
100th episode,
yeah, if you don't know about the 100th episode, that we are
then you're not listening very well.
Yeah. So hey, listen, 100 episodes. We are very excited. We started this as a thing for us to do, and it was like, hey, we're retired, and it was like, hey, let's start a podcast. Right. And then it took us a little while. I mean, I'm not gonna say I was all about it at first, but I will say,
really how it happened?
I mean, something like that.
We're not going to tell the truth on the 100th episode.
I mean, you said, hey, let's start a podcast. I was like, no.
And I'm like, but you talk all the time. Put a microphone in front of it. We've got gold.
But as people can see, that's not true. Yeah, people can see that, hey, it's hard to get any words
And
out
then
of
I was like, but it would be good therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And it has proven to
Yeah.
be. After
And
you
I-
lick my face, I'm going to need therapy.
But and even after, I can't remember after what happened, and I was like, you know what, the hell with it. Let's do a podcast. I can't remember.
I don't remember what happened either, but I remember we were going to the neighborhood Walmart and you were
Yeah.
like, you know what, babe? All right. After 6 months of me, let's do a podcast. You know what? Let's do a podcast. I go, okay, what you getting? Red Bull and Coke. All right, I'm going to stay in the car. By the time he got out,
I do remember this.
it was
By
10
the time
minutes, not even.
By
And
the
I
time
was like,
I got
hey,
it, yeah.
DM Watts podcast is live. And
By
he
the
was like,
time
oh,
I got
we're
out,
doing this?
yeah.
Yeah.
By the time I got out of Walmart,
Yeah,
anyway,
you.
but because I was in Walmart, I came out of Walmart and she was sitting there. Well, when I opened the door, I was like, what are you doing? Like, she was like deep inside. I said, what are you doing? And she went just like this, showed me the phone. And I said, what is this? This is our new podcast.
We're live.
We're live. And I said, what are you?
Podcast.
I said, what are you talking about? So she went on this something called Podbean. And I was like, I didn't ever knew what this was, Podbean. I said, what is Podbean? She's like, this is what we're going to be streaming our podcast
And
on.
of course, it was that he's looking at me going, how did you in 10 minutes
In 10 minutes.
of being in the Walmart parking lot? And I'm like,
No.
I know this stuff.
It ain't even just the 10 minutes. It's from me saying, you know what? Yeah, let's do a podcast. And he was like, okay, cool. And then the next thing I know, I go in, I can't remember what I grabbed, but it was like I said, it was maybe 10 minutes.
It was like Red Bull and Coke.
Yeah. And then I come back out and she is like, look, here it is. I said, okay. So in other words, You're like, no, you don't just get to say it and then it's not gonna something you said and then like weeks go by. I was like, well, yeah, I know, but it's
Because
like
I've
no.
been working on him for like 6-7 months.
Yeah, and so
and I was fed up. I was going to do my own podcast. This could have just been DMWATS. Actually, it'd be more like
MWATS.
No, it'd be Mitts. Misty is that shit.
Yeah, that's what I said. I am MWATS.
Mitts.
Misty.
Misty
is
that
that?
shit.
That's right. Because I was gonna Misty. I am.
It's only great in the winter.
Yeah. So it is. It's what it is. But it's only great in the winter. I get that.
Did you get
I
it?
get that.
No?
I got that.
That was the airport.
Yeah, it was like way over.
over.
It was just like, so we're gonna go from here. Like when we go there,
Yeah.
I just told you.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
okay, cool,
All
got
right,
it.
cool.
But anyway, no, we did that, and next thing you know, we started doing. We just did audio first, right?
We did.
It was just an audio podcast
Yeah.
at first, and then randomly, I think we were like, like, how do we expand on this? Because we got people that reached out and was like, hey,
Misty's over there with cue cards going,
did-
video,
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah,
And he's like, nah, I'm not ready for that yet. And I'm like,
Yeah.
video, YouTube.
yeah. So then she was like, let's do video. And I was like, well, how do we do that? She was like, YouTube. Same two words. It was like YouTube. So
He's
we were like,
but how do we take calls? How do we go live? No, we recorded.
Mm-hmm.
And we put it on YouTube.
For those who don't know, DMWATS, we record the night prior. So the
We
stuff that
do.
you guys are watching right now or listening to right
With the
now.
exception of like 2 weeks ago where we did a morning stint.
Oh my goodness.
Just
Yeah.
to see, because people, you great people that we love so much,
In other
are
countries.
listening to us in the morning.
Yeah.
And so we sat down here
Yeah.
for 4 mornings in a row with our coffee.
Yeah.
Guess wasn't working for me.
Yeah. But nah, it wasn't working. We was out here in our coffee and you guys saw us sit here like, yeah, welcome to DMWATS. This was a great day over
It's not working.
Yeah, it wasn't working. So we talk about, the things that we went through. And it's like from the time we started and, we had some great stories and we tell them about how we came up with all the fishbowl topics. So we were sitting there and we went through days of, hey, that's a good one.
Yeah,
It was like, hey, we was like, hey, we
still
should talk about
do.
it. And honestly, I shit you not, this is how we come up with the fishbowl topics. We will sit here and say, we'll be having an in-depth, deep-ass conversation, and then I will stop, or she will stop, and I'll be like,
fishbowl topic.
they'd literally be like, and I get pissed at this, and and Biden and Trump, and you know what? Fishbowl topic. That's a fishbowl topic.
That's
And
what
I
happens.
can't stand, this, and abortion, fishbowl topic. So
And
all that's
of course, our great viewers
Mhm.
send us in fishbowl topics,
Mhm.
which we need more. We always DMWATS podcast
at
at
gmail.com.
gmail.com.
the
We are always about more
more fishbowl topics. We love it. And like, here's the thing. We don't care what the controversy is behind fishbowl topics. We don't care. Look, we get it. There are millions of podcasts out there. We understand what makes us special.
I learned about like 20 more today.
Right. And what is it that makes us special? Well, nobody has the name DMWATS podcast. There you go. That's what makes us special.
Because we own it,
Yep.
bitches.
And I can guarantee
Bought it in
you.
the Walmart parking lot.
I can guarantee you we do this shit for fun. If we make money off of it, great. Here's the thing. We haven't, but we do it for fun. It's amazing stuff and it's candid conversations. We're not going to agree on everything, as you guys may have seen. We're not going to agree on everything.
100 episodes. I'm like, I can tell you I will say this. We should have done this 100th episode like
Okay, go ahead.
like 4, 5, 10 episodes ago. But there was a couple that didn't air.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So there's a couple
Because
episodes that didn't air.
So, we have PTSD specials. We
Mhm.
have, and I need to do the fibro special.
Yeah.
But there's times, because we're married,
Yeah.
that we don't agree in life that day.
No.
Not just the fishbowl topic, but it's just
No
life.
in your life.
Woke up and was like, you know what? I don't like you today.
Yeah. We're just like any other married couple.
There's been a
It's-
couple of times we've gone on here and he either was very somber
Mhm.
and I'm like, we're not showing this shit.
Mhm.
What is your problem? Or the opposite. I'm like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
very cat-like.
Yeah.
So I'm very aloof.
or either I've said something and it's pissed her off.
Or in the
and-
middle of recording,
Mhm.
you or I have said something.
No.
And the other
It's only been
idiots-
me. It's only been I have no idea. I have no problem admitting my faults. In the middle of recording, it's only been me that have said some things, and it was just like, okay, we got to stop right there. So there are times where you guys are like, I thought they said Monday through Thursday. Yeah.
Because
It's
it has
only been
turned
me.
into couples therapy.
It really has.
We didn't
So-
mean for it to,
No.
but we're human.
And here's the thing.
And we don't have good days every day.
No, we don't. We don't. Here's the thing. We are 100% in love with each other.
Mhm.
100% in love with each other. There are
No,
days.
that's absolutely true.
There are days.
100%.
There are days that we may be upset with each other. We will always like each other, and we will always be in love with each other. We, like any other couple, there are going to be days that we are upset with each other, and there are going to be days that we cannot fake it. And those are the days you
No.
won't see us.
There was
The-
one time, and I don't remember because it doesn't matter.
Mm-mm.
But there was one time we were doing this and everything was good because I can turn it on. You'll
Yeah.
never know what's wrong with me. I'm
You'll
that
never know.
person.
Yeah,
And he said something,
yeah.
and my whole, like, you could see the light
Yeah,
change.
I remember exactly what it was.
Oh, I don't.
No, I remember,
don't
and I'm not
even
going
know.
into it.
Don't
I don't.
tell me.
We've already gone through that. I'm not
But-
doing that again.
You said whatever you said,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was like visibly like
Visibly upset.
upset
And
and teary-eyed,
and
and
I-
I remember that.
And I tried to keep it going, and
He
we were.
did
I tried
for
to
like
ha
5
and
minutes.
he, and she was like, and she was giving me
I'm the cat.
she was giving me the smart ass comments, which I was like, okay, I see what's happening here. And then by the time it was done, and she
What's
looked
that
at me,
supposed to mean?
Huh?
I don't always give you smart ass comments.
yeah, but there's smart ass comments, ha-has versus smart ass comments. I'm beat shit out of you when this is over. Me and you gonna have a conversation when this is over. Every
Oh, and
husband,
we did.
every
I
husband
remember
knows that. Every husband knows that. That conversation is like, hey, y'all don't leave me. It's just me and her when y'all leave. It's just-
Wellness check.
yeah.
DMWATS
This
has
is what
been
it's-
on. We need a
This is
wellness
like we need a
check.
wellness check. Hey, the motherfucker ain't been on for a week. Is he alive? Is that what's going on?
Davey Hobbs, is he
Yeah,
still around?
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all like this though. Regardless of the ins and outs of this podcast, that we are eternally blessed to be able to
We
sit
are.
up here and see this banner right above us, right there, that says 100 episodes. I'm gonna tell you right
I never
now.
thought that would happen.
I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm gonna say this with as strongly as I can without shedding a tear. I'm gonna try, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I never saw this happening. I never saw her coming. I never saw this coming. You know, I never saw love coming. I never saw God coming. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I welcome it all. The things that we talk about are controversial to say the least. That's to say the least. But one of the things that we have that about each other that no other podcast has, it's not that we're sitting here like, you know, that at the most podcast, like, we don't give a fuck. We're gonna say what we want. You don't gotta like it. That's just to get ratings or likes and all that other stuff. This is real life shit. This is real shit. These are really our opinions. You know why you know how we're not in it for the monetary gain? YouTube will not pay you if you use profanity. And if you look at pretty much every one of our podcasts,
They also won't pay if you don't get a certain number. Of
if you
people.
don't get above a certain number of people. We don't have a certain number of people.
Yeah,
We're just here to get our voice heard.
we're just here.
Shout out to Turkey. Shout out to Kuwait. Shout out to
Russia.
Hawaii. Shout out to Russia,
England,
England,
Puerto Rico,
France, Bahamas. Who else we got, baby? We
That's
got
what I'm
we no,
doing
we
right
got
now.
we're in Sweden. We're in, oh my goodness. If I missed a country, I apologize. It is not by me saying that whatever.
No.
But shout out obviously to my own country. I shout out to the United States. Thank you for everybody in the States. Thank you for everybody in the
Canada,
world.
Mexico,
Canada, Mexico, read them all, baby.
Brazil, United Kingdom, Algeria,
Algeria, we're in
Belgium,
Algeria. Read them off. Who else?
France,
France,
Greece, Ireland, Netherlands.
Shout out.
Just to,
Hey,
I mean, that's just a few.
That's just a few. Shout out to
Panama.
Panama. Everybody who's listening. And like we said, anybody that we missed, we're reading down the list. So like if it didn't list you guys,
Ireland.
Yep, Ireland. We're everywhere. Not so much everywhere, but we're in a lot of places. And once again, I'm here to tell you, we don't get paid for this. This is something that we love to do. This is no BS, a candid conversation between a husband and wife.
It is.
Fishbowl topics off the dome. DMWATS@gmail.com. That's where y'all can find us. That's where y'all can find us. And I guarantee you hit us up on that Gmail. Can y'all talk about this? It will be on here.
So
It will be
speaking
on
of
here.
which,
Go ahead,
we
baby.
put out today on our Facebook page, DMWATS Podcast, Facebook. Hey, it's our 100th episode. What should we talk about?
Go ahead, baby.
And one Mr. Cheever decided,
Hey,
that
Brian.
we should talk about bidet versus toilet paper. Well, I have no experience with the bidet,
I do.
but Mr. Man does.
Yeah, it's
He has an opinion.
an interesting story. But my first time using a bidet.
Oh, please.
It's an interesting story.
Let's hear
Okay.
Davey and the bidet.
Here you go. And here is
Scene
Davy's
one.
experience with the bidet. Here we go. So if you don't know what a bidet is, everybody know what a toilet paper is. You know what you use that for. Now, a bidet is toilet paper in liquid form. It's water. You sit on the toilet and the water sprays up.
hose,
It's a hose,
basically.
whatever. You sit on the toilet and it sprays in
Maybe
whatever
it's
area.
liquid.
Women, it can spray in the front and the back.
That
And
could be dangerous.
Yes, it can, right.
Babe,
However,
breathe in for an hour.
there are-
I'm using the bidet.
Exactly. However, now I don't think you guys understand about a bidet. A bidet also comes with a toilet warmer. It can warm the toilet. It has different settings, spray, stream. I don't know who would want that stream, but then they have the nice.
Babe, where you been for an hour? I'm
I'm
using
saying-
the bidet.
I'm just saying.
I
They
bet it
got
on stream.
Hold on, they got the handshake setting, not the handshake, but the
I'm
sunny
not
day
saying,
setting.
what the?
Okay, hold on.
Wait, what?
Let
what?
me explain the sunny day setting. You ever seen on a sprinkler or a spray where it says stream and it says stream going like this? Is this going out like that? It's a stream. Imagine my face like this, but I
Okay,
call it the sunny day
so-
setting. It's the stream. It's I don't want to say street considering what it's for.
So it's a wide spray.
Wide spray. That's
For
what it is.
those not watching
Right,
us on
that's
YouTube,
right. So-
it's the wide spray.
Right.
It's the
But
Yeah.
but it has a lot of settings. Anyway, so
it's the Wi-Fi setting
Right.
symbol.
so anyway,
It's wider at the top.
right. So here's my experience. I'm flying, I go to Japan.
Oh my
You know what I'm saying? I'm in Japan and I'm in this hotel room. And I sit there and then I open up the room and I said, hey, what is this? Now, mind you guys, before I started flying, I was stationed in Okinawa, Japan. Never had an experience with a bidet. I didn't for 3 years, never had experience with a bidet. So we fly. I get back to Wichita. I'm a boo operator. I'm flying. We in Japan. I'm in Misawa Air Base, Japan, in a hotel. And I'm like, what are these buttons? I go to sit. I'm like, man, I got bubble guts because I ate, the wrong food. I go to sit mud butt, or whatever you want to call it. I go to sit down. I'm like, I'm sitting there using the bathroom. I'm like, what are these buttons? What is this thing? And of course, me being me, I press the button that does
Buttons aren't toys.
They're not toys. And I'm here to tell you, I'm here to tell you something. Read the warning signs. Okay, when it says warning, do not turn this knob. But when you see something that says stream, but it's in Japanese and it's a straight stream shot, no matter what language it is in, it should tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like you should know that this is a stream. There's a universe. You're right.
To the shocker.
Yeah, like you should know the universal sign of stream. So guys, you will realize the universal sign of stream if you press it. And when you go to sit down on it every day, you're like, you sitting there, you're like, I'm just chilling. Because some of them, they come with music. So I'm sitting there listening to music. I'm like, this is terrible music, but whatever. Because it's all in language I don't understand. And I'm like, what does this button do? And you go and you're like, what does this button do?
I would never push a button on a toilet.
Okay.
While I'm using
Neither
it.
would I anymore. Okay. You go to press the button. But you go and you press the button. And that stream, you ever know if you've had a hose come out, like the garden hose, anybody play with a garden hose and you put your thumb over the hose while you water in the grass and stuff like that, and it shoots out. And here, I can tell you this much. Same effect on your butt. So here's the thing. I'm sitting there and I press the button and it shoots up. And immediately I was like, oh my goodness, jumped up. So what in the, and then you stand up and the stream is coming up.
You've
Just
been
sitting there.
violated by a toilet.
And I said, you gotta be kidding me. And I pressed the other button and then it's just a gentle stream. Like it's kind of like the Sour Patch Kids.
Like,
first there's sour, then there's nice, then there's sweet. But I pressed the button and I was like,
not just
it went I did. It went shot up and I pressed another button. It was like spraying out. I was like, hey, it's okay. Just sit down. And I was like, you know what?
You're right.
You're right. And it was warm.
Did
It was
Luther
settling.
Vandross start playing?
Yeah, I kind of feel like it did. Because I sat there and I was like, so I had this look like this. Like,
of your poop,
man, I don't know. I was like, you know what? I'm telling you. And then laugh all you want. That's not even the crazy part about the bidet story.
We're talking about
this is happening. I go down and they ain't gonna put the other two guys on blast. My two pilots.
You and I are gonna talk.
My two pilots. We go down to eat. And I sat down and we all had the look on our face like like we all had a secret, but we all knew the secret and didn't want the other to know that, like, hey, we know what you did. And we were just sitting there and it was like, we're looking at each other. I just sit there and I was like, hey, so what are you guys ordering? It was like, I don't know. Do you want some water? I'm like, yeah, we should get water.
Chicken soup.
Yeah, I don't know. Miso soup. That sounds good. Yeah. And finally, I just said, you know what? Fuck it. Did y'all use the bidet in your room? They was like, oh my God, you used it. I said, did y'all use a bidet in your room? They both looked at me like, holy shit, man, I've been holding it this whole time. Did you use it too? I was like, I sure did. And I enjoyed it. I don't understand. It was nice. It was just like warm and settling. And I was
tell you just relax.
She said, hey, here's the thing. I'm not going to tell you who the pilots were.
Oh
you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say who the pilots were. But we were all sitting there like, look, this doesn't leave this room at all. You know what I'm saying? We don't, what happens in this trip stays in this trip. Nobody will say what we adventured and did. I said, all right, yeah. That was that. You know what I mean? That was that. That was almost like my Vegas story.
Thanks for just.
Yeah, it's like my, high five. I did. But yeah, seriously, it's like my Vegas story.
Well, we're definitely not getting monetized on YouTube after that.
And we've already figured that part out. But yeah, and so like my Vegas story with the, you know what I mean, the 300-pound burger. Or the 300 pounds.
That's not where I thought you were going with the Vegas trip.
No.
You have a couple of stories.
I have a couple of Vegas stories, but
and 300 pounds seems to be the theme. For the exception of EDC.
Yeah. Oh, we're not gonna go to that one. Do you want me to tell the Vegas story for the heart attack burger? The heart attack burger?
Sure.
I mean, it's up to you.
Did you have a bidet?
There was no bidet in Vegas.
You could have used it.
Yeah, there was no bidet in Vegas.
300-pound heart attack burger.
If you're ever in Vegas on Fremont Street, there's a restaurant called the Heart Attack Burger. Heart Attack Burger. If you weigh over 350 pounds, you get in free. Yeah, but you get in free.
Why'd you slap my ass when you said that?
I don't know. My hand was on it, so I felt like, okay, there. So anyway.
I did it, so you do it again.
Yeah, right. So we get in there. And you all have to be in patient outfits. They give you the hospital gowns to get in. Okay. Yeah, and then the waitresses are nurses. And if you don't finish your meal, you get spanked. You get spanked. So you in there like,
DMWATS 100th episode.
100 episodes.
Bidets and getting spanked
over
a burger.
Spanked on Fremont Street.
Welcome.
Yeah. Welcome. That's what happens. However, when your waitress turns out to be a waiter, you make different decisions. And he reminds you that if you don't finish, he will be spanking you.
So the actual person that serves you has to be the spanky.
Right. The person
or the spanker.
Your waiter or waitress, the spanker who is serving you. If you don't finish your meal, he or she is the one that's spanking you. So when I found that out at the time, I said, well, I will have a single burger, no cheese, lettuce, nothing, anything. Whatsoever, no fries, and a small and I will have a small drink.
Will not be spanked. Please don't spank my butt.
And he was dead serious. So that was that.
No milkshake.
Here's the thing: we saw what was happening while we were sitting there. I was like, man, they serious about it. It's a big old powder. You get bent over in front of everybody, and mind you, the whole time that they are doing this, is TVs all around showing the CEO of the company, the owner of the company, on CNN talking about, CNN saying, hey, you should be ashamed of yourself. This is promoting obesity. Yeah, whatever. I don't pay y'all to come to my restaurant. Don't come there. Anyway, so that's my story.
Potato burgers.
Potato burgers. Hey, look.
What's next?
Guys, DMWATS, this is our 100th episode. I figured I have all those stories were there to remind you guys I got plenty.
You got so many.
I got plenty.
You have stories forever.
You talking about 22 years in the military. I got stories. I got stories. And but I got to tell you, one of my best stories is the one where I met my wife. You understand what I'm saying? It's the one where I met my wife. That's my best story.
Ad nauseum.
Don't carry it. Don't care. And I'm not finna tell it again, but I will tell you my best story. The best part of my story is the ending. So I will tell you guys that is the best part of my story. So I got to stop before the ball out in tears will hit in recording before but I will tell you this. She is the best part of my story. She is the best part of my story because I'm finally happy. I'm sitting here doing a podcast, posting on YouTube, which I had no fucking clue how to do. You know what I'm saying? No fucking clue how to do. Didn't. I am not used to going into a store and people saying, "You guys have that podcast, don't you?"
We are.
But it's been happening.
Kind of a big deal.
It's been happening. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so
we're gonna be in the newspaper.
We're gonna be in a newspaper.
Yeah.
You guys check it out. Check it out. Well, we'll tell you when it comes out.
We'll put up the link.
We'll put up the link when it comes out. When it comes out. So you guys check us out. This is our 100th episode in love. We are still in love. We will continue to pump out episodes. Once again, we don't do this for monetary gain. First and foremost, we do this to express our love to the world.
We do.
For each other. We do this to express our love.
And to make you guys laugh.
And to make you guys laugh.
Think, or, just go, what the hell? Why do they have a podcast and I don't? Whatever the reason you listen to us.
Don't give a shit.
Or to have an angry fan.
Yeah.
Because we love our angry fans.
We love our angry friends more than we love the ones that give us support. We love y'all more. We love the ones that say y'all suck. Okay. Thank you. Tell your friends we suck because
cool story, bro.
We're in your head. And the more people you tell we suck, the more people's gonna watch us to be like, yeah, they do suck. And then tell the other person.
It's great.
It's amazing. So look, hey, to everybody watching and support us, thank you. Thank you to all those countries, over 22 countries.
Yep.
Over 22 countries. And we've
only been doing this since April.
Yeah. That's right. We've only been doing this since, has it been just April?
April.
Wow. We've only been doing this since April. And we killing it like this. 22 countries. They keep listening to us. What you got, baby?
Nope.
Okay. We've been doing this over 20. But look, this is how real we are. We don't hide nothing from y'all.
I was just going to do a quick.
We've been on here ranting and ranting.
Wait, but it's actually your turn.
Is mine? Okay. Yeah. We've been on here ranting and ranting.
We need fishbowl topics, people.
We've been ranting and ranting, and we don't care because this is our 100th episode. I make this motherfucker as long as you want. Favorite episode it's a mixture between I'd probably say the whole Bama family.
Okay.
Funny stories.
Yeah.
And stepkids. Or kids.
Kids.
Yeah, what it was it kids?
Was it kids?
I think it was called Kids.
I'm gonna look up our
That's the thing, we have 100 episodes. This is our 100th episode.
So here is for the 100th episode, the top 10 most downloaded episodes of DMWATS podcast.
There we go.
Number 1, funny stories. Number 2, growing up in the church. That surprises me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Cussing is number 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do that with the sound down.
Yep.
Places we've been, crypto, cereal, which was my favorite, and I still have more cereal stories if anybody cares. Things we say, proposals, who do you think you are, and life lessons. That's our top 10. The most top 10.
Wow.
So I know, it's weird.
So I'm gonna have to do the bandwagon thing and hop off and say I like the cussing episode.
Really?
Yeah, you know why?
I felt like it could have done better.
We felt like rebels on the cussing episode. The cussing episode is like, look, for you guys that don't know, and we say it in damn near every one of our episodes. We haven't said it in a while. Our moms will call us and be like, I don't really appreciate all that cussing y'all doing on that damn show.
I'm telling you.
No, listen. My mom will say, I'm taking the belt off when I see both of you.
Yep.
Both, don't matter, both of us. her mom would be like, now you know damn well that you shouldn't be cursing like that. You just make no mistake. Make no mistake. We are both in our 40s. And it's like, look, get down. Sorry, that's the dog. Like I said, as real as it comes, these things happen. So we're both in our 40s, and our parents, our moms will still call us and be like, you know, y'all shouldn't be cursing like that.
Like the vape. I get yelled at because I'm vaping.
Yep.
So I go off camera because, 2 finishing schools didn't take. I'm going to vape, mama.
So you know what we do for that. You saw my smoke, and now you about to see hers. We love you, though. Still love you. That ain't happening. Still love you. So look, I mean, do you want me to get a fishbowl topic out?
Sure.
Okay, I guess just for the hell of it.
I have to say that I think the afterlife episode was the scariest.
Oh,
because it was real.
Yeah.
And you need to listen to that one.
Yeah.
I think the funniest for me is the one where we're talking about Tavares getting spanked in front of us.
Was that the whole Bama family? I think that was the whole Bama family. Well, my brother was getting spanked. Grown man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to say this.
Funny.
So I just pulled out the fishbowl topic, or one of them. I know y'all saw me put it back. I wasn't hiding. This is not the time for that one. This one is about role models.
What was the other one?
Shit.
No,
I forget. But anyway, role models. This one's about role models. And I really wanted to put this one out there because we did this and we're like role models. So if you guys hadn't, baby, you got one? I'm sorry. I do got one, but I'm gonna let you go first. What do you got?
Go ahead.
So if you guys haven't seen in the news over the past few weeks, a very important political figure passed away these past couple of weeks. Colin Powell. There are numerous leadership theories. There are numerous leadership techniques, and there are different leadership tactics and strategy based off Colin Powell, off of leadership. Because the man, true story, Colin Powell had planned to run for president. 2 reasons why he didn't run for president. For one, he felt that when he gave information about the Iraq war, false information, he said he gave the information that he was given.
Yep.
He said that was a blot on his,
of course it was.
Credibility. And 2, there were way too many death threats to his family.
Sure.
Why he didn't do it. You know what I mean? And nowhere in there was, well, I felt that, the American people. No, he was a down to earth person. It was like, no, this is why I didn't do it. And that's that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, what about you? You got a role model? I got a few.
Mine aren't celebrities. Mine literally are the women in my family. They're all strong. They're all witches. They're all bitches. They and own every bit of it.
100%.
And we don't always like each other. We don't always get along. But man, the women on both sides of my family, mother and father side, huge, just like they didn't need anything. They just did it. And I always look at them, especially my mother, of course, and go, did I do right by her? Because she showed me, I'm going to get emotional now.
Yep.
She showed me what a strong woman was, what a strong single mom was. She wasn't always right, but she wasn't always wrong. And she is an amazing, loving woman and has done the best she could with what she had.
Yeah.
And I just love women in the family. I just love women. I think they're strong. I hate that we don't support each other like we should. And, everybody on this earth came through a woman. So I love women, and I think they are all my role models, even the ones I can't fucking stand. Because everybody has something to contribute. Yeah. But I love people. I love people. People are my role models, whether they're good or bad, because even the bad ones have something to contribute.
Yeah.
So role models. My father was a strong role model. My mother, it was just work ethic. And you make do with what you got. And my father would cook all summer and freeze it so we would have food in the winter. My mother used to clean, houses and work in factories. And it was just always a group effort. and
Yeah,
they're good people.
that's what it boils down to. I mean, we come from all different walks of life, both of us. And I think that's probably what solidifies our bond for each other. Saying, give me a kiss, girl. Mm-hmm. Solidifies our bond for each other.
You're my role model.
Why am I your role model?
Because you were just against the odds. You just did it. Like nobody sticks with anything anymore. And you went into the military at 18.
Yeah.
And said, I'm going to do this. And you stuck it out. And then you get to have a whole other life beyond that. And that is just, you are the pillar of strength and you don't know it. And you motivate me every day to be better.
Woman, look now.
No,
this is our 100th. This is
but
why.
you need to know that. That's why.
Okay, so this is our 100th episode. So look, the 100th episode is literally, we decided when we filmed this, we was like, there is no time limit. We're going to do whatever, say whatever the hell is on our mind. And that's what we're doing. If you clicked it off, the things that we know you haven't clicked it off is because if you're at work listening to this and you're like, man, I hate podcasts that go only 20 minutes or this and that, and I don't have shit to listen to. For you. This is the one for you. This is the episode for you. If you're at work, you're on your lunch hour, or you're just like, hey, I can't stand typing all these fucking orders in. I hate doing these sales and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know that. We all know those people who are sitting there like, the morning grind. Let me have my morning coffee while I listen to you guys. This one's for you. And, thank you. Thank you. Because at the same time, my wife is also my role model. You guys have no idea how important this woman is to me. DMWATS podcast exists because of this woman. DMWATS podcast exists because of this woman. My woman is an inspiration. She's an aspiring illustrator, artist, dancer.
I am not a dancer.
She just don't think I know. I see her in there doing her thing. Singer and therapist. She just doesn't. And the last one is the strongest one. And so I will tell you guys this: role models, they can make you do exactly what's happening right now. Like when you tear up because you think about the things, the way they inspired you. You know what I mean? And so on. And so I have to say, there's another part. If you guys could probably see our dog.
Is our role model.
Yeah, because she like whatever. I don't care. I'm a service dog, and that's that. She's like, whatever. Give me the treats.
I just want the treats.
I want the treats.
I'll be quiet as long as I get treats.
No, whole treat and nothing but the treats.
She's like attentively looking.
She is our service dog, and she does treats. All right, get out. Go on, get out of here. Go, beat it. So, but yeah, no, seriously. One other thing, role models that I have to say, ones that you mentioned that I have to say, I think my family are my role models too.
Yeah, absolutely.
My role models, because my siblings, my mother.
Your siblings push you to do better.
Oh my goodness,
especially the stock market.
Yeah, my younger brother is a huge role model for me. You know what I mean? Because a role model does not have to be someone that's older.
No.
You know what I mean? It doesn't. My younger brother has taken to the stock market. I'm incredibly proud of him. Incredibly proud of him, and he's a role model to me.
Even though he sold Tesla early.
Yeah, we're gonna tag you in this and put the exact moment we're talking about it.
Okay, maybe I told him to.
Yeah,
because he had made some money. I was like, dude, get out.
You still got some money, but
I
hear it's still going. Sucks to suck, mother. No, anyway, seriously though, no, bro, you're definitely my role model. As arrogant as you are, I love the hell out of you. You're 100% driven.
Yeah.
And I love that about you. My older brother, that no matter what I love about him, he is not the stereotypical black man.
He's not.
This man has a lot of children. Now, I won't get into his personal life, but he is a striving force in every single one of their lives.
He is a provider.
He is a provider for every single one of
them.
This man goes to work early and he's at home at the end of the day. And he provides for every single one of these children, and every one of his children, he is a provider for all of them. They all know him as daddy, not that man that my mom talks about.
That's how I feel about my brother. It's because they both have the same profession, and it's just they're driven. My brother knew what he wanted to be when he was young, and I feel like your brother's the same way. They just did it.
And I have to say this, my sister, I am extremely proud of you too.
She's awesome.
She is awesome because she is all about venturing on to that next thing. It's like, look, she's like, look, hustler. you may not be able to do this. You got a lot going on. Watch this.
She's a say yes person.
She's a hold my beer.
Yeah.
That she's
Watch this.
Like,
hold look,
look, I don't think you're gonna be able to do all this. Hold my beer.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And she gonna do it.
We've even been guilty of that.
Yeah. She used to hold my beer. And my mother, you know what I mean? She raised 4 children. You know, she raised 4 children and she is still working.
Yep.
And I will say this to my mom 100%.
Hi,
and I will say this to her mother. I promise you this, and God is my witness because I claim it in Jesus' name. Soon you will never have to work again.
Yeah.
And that is to both of you. I claim
That's
that.
so sweet.
100%. So anyway, we've been on this.
Yeah, but I mean, role models, I always challenge people,
Mhm.
look beyond the famous, look beyond your presidents, look beyond your congress people, look beyond, your teachers. And I love teachers. I
Yeah.
have a lot of teachers that were just amazing.
Sometimes they're right there in front of your face. What are you doing?
Well, you very loudly.
Yeah.
So
So there's a thing when water goes down the wrong pipe. It's totally different when alcohol goes down the wrong pipe. It's like, shit.
I thought you were signaling me.
That was not.
I misinterpreted
Yeah,
your
sorry. It was.
But,
I may be choking here soon.
No,
Look, I'll be on the lookout.
I challenge you to look at that, a great aunt, which I had several,
Mhm.
cousins,
Mhm.
because I came from a very much older family.
Yeah.
Look at how what society tells us a role model is, and then look inward, look at your own family, look who shaped you.
Mhm.
And then, text them or call them
Absolutely.
and say, hey, I love you. You don't have to say why. You don't have to get them mushy like we do and get all cryy and shit.
The funeral is not the time to tell them. Yes, I said that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not the time to tell them. Tell them now.
No.
Tell them now.
Pay your respects to them while they're
Do it
alive.
while they're alive. While they're alive. You know what I'm
Trust
saying?
me, you'll feel better for it.
100%. So
there
anyway,
you go.
but look, so
I want
last
some
thing,
popcorn or some pizza
yeah,
or something.
last
We gotta
thing.
Celebrate.
last thing, it's our 100th episode. And because we are DMWATS and we always keep it 100% real, understand this. The things that we go by, unscripted. You think this was scripted? It was not.
No.
And we literally impromptu almost an hour. Probably an hour.
God, it was an hour?
This probably so. Here's the thing.
I hope not.
This was all unscripted. We don't write this down. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. This is off the dome. This is what we do. Sirius XM, if you listening, I'm gonna tag y'all. And anybody else.
Please don't.
I am.
I
literally am.
episodes.
Yeah.
This is the one
This
you
is the one.
decide to
Hey,
tag.
whatever. Sirius XM, look at them all. So look, this
How
is
about
unscripted.
advertisements? That one's a
This
great
is-
one.
That's fine.
My hair was
Unscripted,
fantastic in that one.
unedited. When we say unedited, we don't edit anything
We
out.
don't.
We don't
don't.
edit anything out. The edit you guys see is us adding music, and if we talking and our video stream goes down and we clip stuff together.
Because we are
to-
streaming.
We are streaming.
So if our internet goes down,
that's
then
what happens.
Yeah.
That's facts. Everything else is raw,
Yep.
unedited, and for sure we are unapologetic. We
Absolutely.
are different
Because
unapologetic.
if we edited, you would never hear the word
right.
fuck, shit,
None of that stuff.
asshole, bidet.
Why that got to be included?
I don't know.
Cheever, all
Thanks,
those things.
Cheever.
But hey, real talk. Thank you guys. 100th episode. Thank you to all the countries, including our own, that supports us. We appreciate it, all of it. So DMWATSpodcast.com is where you guys can find us. All the stream service. Also, Doge, AMC, CEO of AMC. Thank you very much for the things you're doing. We appreciate
That's
you.
awesome.
That
He's
is
a good
awesome.
guy.
Hey, Sheba, you already know. It ain't up here, but say, Tama, we all about it all. Look, signing off for DMWATS. I'm Davey.
I'm Misty.
And you guys know we are DMWATS. We will catch you guys. We're going to be here for a long, long time. Y'all take it easy.
Bye.
Okay. We don't have no time. Okay.